2024 Grammys. They happened. I watched them. There were a lot of awards that weren't on the actual ceremony, and I know about some of them. I don't know about all of them. Let's go through them, check them out, and see where they fucked up this year besides just the main categories, which they really did. Starting with Record of the Year. The nominees: Worship, John Batiste, Not Strong Enough, Boy Genius. That's what should have won. That's what I was rooting for. I did not think Flowers by Miley Cyrus was going to win. I was being optimistic. Stupid me. I thought that they would have given it to Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo. But as we know now, she didn't win anything. Olivia won nothing, which is so funny because Guts is her best album. I think significantly better than Sour. This seemed like Olivia's year if you just didn't pay attention to all the media surrounding Taylor Swift and everything that was going on with her tour and her life. You could argue it was Taylor Swift's year in terms of pop culture. I wouldn't argue against that, but just pure musically, like I felt like Olivia's music was kind of the soundtrack of 2023 in terms of pop music. It didn't make any sense, even if you're going based off popularity or quality. It made no sense for Olivia to walk away with nothing, especially considering how many times she was nominated. Vampire wasn't even my pick for this category. It would have been Not Strong Enough. I feel like the recording, because this is, Record of the Year, just like the pure sound of that record, Not Strong Enough by Boy Genius, I think sounded amazing. I love that song. Nothing else I think really deserved to win here, besides Not Strong Enough or Vampire. I would have been okay with what was I made for, but obviously that won a different category. But yeah, Flowers I think was the worst pick out of any of them here. I didn't want Worship by John Batiste to win. I didn't want Anti-Hero to win. Kill Bill's a good track, but I would have preferred a different song by SZA to be nominated, honestly. But I think that that's a tragedy. Flowers by Miley Cyrus is a tragedy. I think it's an absolute snooze fest of a song, and the instrumental even isn't that great. Yeah, I would have been fine with Kill Bill, chat. Album of the Year. World Music Radio, thank God that didn't take it. The Record, Boy Genius, would have loved that. Endless Summer Vacation, no. Ocean Boulevard, Lana Del Rey, absolutely deserved. Age of Pleasure, Janelle Monáe, I would have been okay with that, but that's not my favorite Janelle record. I would have been happy if she won with Dirty Computer a couple years ago. Age of Pleasure, not so much. Guts, Olivia Rodrigo, loved it. I thought this was going to win if SOS by SZA didn't win, but instead, the Grammys just could not, they couldn't not give it to Taylor. They just had to. Just the inescapable star power of Taylor Swift in 2023 with everything that was going on. I just think it was just too much for the Grammys to deny. It was too much for them. They just couldn't not give it to her. And I thought that giving her Best Pop Vocal Album, which we'll check out later, I thought that meant that she wasn't going to get Album of the Year, because I was like, all right, if you're going to give her Best Pop Vocal Album, then, we're going to give Best Album to SOS, right? Or Guts. Or maybe they do something weird and they give it to Lana, which I think would have been totally deserved. But no, she won both of them. And I don't know. I don't think that this is deserved at all. I think she deserved it for Folklore. I don't really have a problem with 1989 winning, because I think it's so much better of an album than Midnight's is. But even that year, obviously, Kendrick should have won that year. 1989 over To Pimp a Butterfly is still ridiculous. It's not like this only happens with Taylor. I just have to, and obviously off of the back of Jay-Z's speech, that I think he was being unbelievably real. I agreed with everything that Jay-Z was poking at in that speech, because the Grammys are a stupid, silly award show. I can't help but notice almost every single time Taylor has won Album of the Year, besides Folklore, really, there was an obvious pick by a black artist that I think almost anybody with a brain thought that they deserved it more. I just have to acknowledge the pattern recognition. To Pimp a Butterfly, SOS, like, come on. I'm not just connecting the dots where they don't belong. I'm just saying that, like, it's obvious picks by black artists. Like, obvious. We're gonna give it to, in this case, mediocre pop music. Sorry. Again, I like Taylor, but this era of Taylor, Midnights, again, she deserved it for Folklore. This doesn't make any sense to me. At least give it to exceptional pop music like Guts if you're going to do a pop album. I really wanted to see SZA walk away with this. I would have really liked to see Lana walk away with this too, or Olivia, but they just couldn't deny it. They couldn't deny the juicy media attention around Taylor Swift this year. I don't want to sound too salty, but I am, to be perfectly honest. Anyway, Song of the Year. A&W, Lana Del Rey, should have won. Obviously should have won, but I'm not mad at What Was I Made For by Billie winning because I think it is a beautifully written song. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's one of the best songs I've heard ever written for a film. And it encapsulates everything that movie is about so well. But I think A&W should have taken this category. I don't think Anti-Hero is some of Taylor's best songwriting. I don't think Butterfly is written that well. Dance the Night is just a good pop song. I don't think it belongs in the songwriting category. Flowers, no. Kill Bill, not even the best songwriting off of that album. And Vampires, not the best songwriting off of Olivia's record either, but I would have been okay with that winning too. Honestly, What Was I Made For was my second pick behind A&W by Lana, so I can't be too mad. Okay, Best New Artist. Gracie Abrams, Fred Again, who I wanted to win. I would have loved Fred Again, but I'm not shocked. I can't be disappointed because I didn't think Fred Again would win this award, but I do think he's like one of the best electronic producers of this generation easily. Maybe like the best up and coming electronic producer in the world, or at least of the past like couple years. So I think Fred Again absolutely deserved this award. I'm okay with Victoria Monet, but I am shocked that Noah Kahan didn't win. I thought Noah Kahan had this one in the bag, and I didn't really want Noah Kahan to win. I'm just saying, I thought that Noah Kahan was going to win. I mean, I don't know. Like, if you think about it, like, the Grammys loved Mumford & Sons when they came up. Noah Kahan is just new Mumford & Sons. I wouldn't have been surprised if Noah Kahan won. But yeah, I wanted Fred Again, but I'm totally okay with Victoria Monet. I think that, honestly, Victoria Monet might have been my second choice out of these. Best Pop Solo Performance. Flowers. Miley Cyrus. Why? Why? It is the biggest snooze fest out of this entire list. I think I would have liked Vampire to win this, or What Was I Made For by Billie. I would have even been okay with Paint the Town Red by Doja Cat. I think that's so much better of a song than Flowers. Best Pop Duo Group Performance, Ghost in the Machine. Thank God. If it went to Karma, I would have lost it. I would have been okay with Candy Necklace too. Karma, like, even the fact that Karma is nominated is ridiculous because Ice Spice just made no sense for that song. I feel like it was like such an ill-fitting collaboration. But I'm really happy with Ghost in the Machine. Let's go, Phoebe. Hell yeah. Makes up for how many times she was absolutely snubbed at the 2020 awards. So, Best Pop Vocal Album. Chemistry, Kelly Clarkson, Endless Summer Vacation, Guts, Olivia Rodrigo, Subtract, Ed Sheeran, and Midnights by Taylor Swift won. I don't know why this isn't bolded, but Midnights by Taylor Swift won this category, and it should have been Olivia, especially since Taylor won Album of the Year. Just give Olivia Best Pop Vocal Album. It's easily the best out of this list. Best Pop Dance Recording. I know Kylie's a legend, man. I just don't think that this song is anywhere as close to as good as Rush by Troye Sivan. I would have loved to see Rush win. I think Troy got robbed in this one. Best Rock Performance, Not Strong Enough, Boy Genius. Yes, absolutely. My choice out of this list. I would have been okay with Foo Fighters as well, but I'm really happy that Boy Genius took that one. I was really rooting for them there. Best Rock Song, Not Strong Enough, Boy Genius. Hell yeah. I think most of these nominees are pretty good, so I'm okay with that. I love Not Strong Enough. One of the best songs of the year. I think it was my top 3 songs of 2023, so obviously I'm going to be rooting for Not Strong Enough. Best Rock Album. This Is Why, Paramore. Yes. That's all I wanted. I just wanted Paramore to walk away with the Grammy, and they got one. So I am so pleased. I'm so pleased. That was the most important thing to me, is that Paramore gets something, and they did get something. So I'm really, really, really happy. This album rips. It's fantastic. I really thought they were going to give it to Foo Fighters, but I'm so happy that Paramore got it. And This Is Why by Paramore also won Alternative Music Performance. That's awesome. This is a weird category, though. I will say cool about it, and This Is Why being in the same category, I think Always would have been cool too, honestly. Belinda Says is a great track. I would have been totally okay with that. But yeah, Out of these, I'd probably go with A&W, but I'm really happy that Paramore won this one too. Give Paramore more Grammys. Best alternative music album, The Record Boy Genius, I don't think should have won over Lana. I think Lana should have taken this one, even though I do love this album. I really do like the record. I'm okay with the result, obviously. Any single time a good album wins an award at the Grammys, I'm happy, because I feel like it does not happen very often. But I think Lana deserved this one. Okay, best metal performance. 72 Seasons Metallica. Why? The Spirit Box is so much better. It's so much better. I found the Metallica record to be so boring. Best R&B performance, I See You, Coco Jones. Okay, yeah. I wasn't really that passionate about this category. Best traditional R&B performance, PJ Morton. Okay. Best R&B song, Snooze. Yeah. Snooze is the best track here. Happy about that. Best R&B album, Jaguar 2, Victoria Monet. And best progressive R&B album, SOS by SZA. The distinction here is still confusing. Like, Jaguar 2 is barely more of a traditional R&B album than SZA's SOS is, but I like both of the results here. Best melodic rap performance, All My Life, Lil Durk, J. Cole. Not shocked by this at all. I think the song's okay. It's fine. I don't really care about it. Children's Choir is a cool touch. Best rap performance, Scientists and Engineers, Killer Mike. Yes, dude. Best song here, easily. And I don't know exactly what happened with Killer Mike at the Grammys. We don't know. Apparently he got arrested or something like that. But I did see a lot of TikToks of rap music fans that were like, who the fuck's Killer Mike? I don't even know who Killer Mike is. How is Killer Mike getting Grammys over Drake, man? I don't even understand. Killer Mike is a legend, dude. Run the Jewels. Like, I don't think this is shocking at all, because Killer Mike is such an industry favorite. Killer Mike is just like your favorite rapper's favorite rapper sort of guy. One of the kings of Atlanta. Like, he is that guy.
You are
that guy.
And this song is amazing. Obviously, like, the return of Andre 3000 to do a feature. This is like some greats from Atlanta putting together a song, and it's awesome. It's an awesome track. Best rap song, Scientists and Engineers. Yes, deserved again. Yeah, take both of them, Killer Mike, please. That song's amazing. I love that track. And yeah, none of these even deserve to be next to it. Best rap album, Michael by Killer Mike won. Out of these, I honestly was not blown away by Michael as an album. I liked the individual track, Scientists and Engineers, much more than I liked the actual record, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because I think Killer Mike like deserves his flowers at this point. But I was kind of rooting for Metro here. Not that I was like over the moon about Heroes and Villains. I just feel like Metro deserves one of these awards, especially since like Nas has already won for a King's Disease album, and I might like Utopia overall a little bit more. But Travis Scott is kind of annoying. I mean, as far as like if I'm being like objective, like what's the best album here, I'd probably go for Utopia, but I would have preferred Metro Boomin to walk away with the award. Oh no, the best album here is King's Disease 3, but Nas really already got an award recently, so I'd probably go King's Disease 3, then Utopia, then Heroes and Villains. So I'd be okay with any of them. Killer Mike's cool. It's cool that Killer Mike won that. I'm okay with that. Rumble, Skrillex and Fred again for best electronic recording. Yeah, this song fucking slaps. This shit slaps. I like most of the songs here though, but yeah, Rumble's a banger. Killers in the Jungle. But also, Fred again won for Actual Life 3, which is so deserved. That album is great. I think it was in my best albums of 2022 list. So the Chemical Brothers album was good. Playing Robots into Heaven was better. Quest for Fire was pretty good. But I think Actual Life 3 is the best album out of this. White Horse, Chris Stapleton, Country, awesome. Best Country Duo Group Performance, I Remember Everything, Zach Bryan, Casey Musgraves, awesome. Best Country Song, White Horse, Chris Stapleton, yes. Best Country Album. I feel like this was one of the biggest robberies of the night. Should I be able to say that? No, probably not, because I haven't listened to this Lainey Wilson album. I did listen to the Tyler Childers, and I did listen to the Kelsey Ballerini one, but I haven't listened to these two. But I felt like Zach Bryan really deserved this award. It didn't make any sense for him to not win this one. Producer of the Year, Jack Antonoff won for the third time in a row. Is it the third time in a row, chat? Third time in a row. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Jack Antonoff won for the third time in a row, and I feel like if anyone is going to win this year, I think it should have been Metro Boomin or honestly Dan Nigro. I would have been okay with either of these. I really wanted Metro to win just because Metro's been killing it for so long. He's been holding like hip hop on his back for such a long time now in the producing game. Yeah, I think it just made so much sense for him to win this category, but like hip hop producers never win this category, which is one of the reasons I really wanted Metro. But if you're going to do a pop producer, I think Dan Niger deserved it. Come on, Chaperone and Guts. Jack Antonoff put out the laziest production of his entire career on that Taylor Swift record. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. So, I don't know. There's years where Jack deserved this award, but not this year. Not this year. I'm sorry. I did not want Jack to win this year. Yeah, the Grammys fucking suck. They suck. I mean, listen, I have this conversation every year. People are like, why do you care about the Grammys? Why do you even let it get to you? Why are you mad? Because, like, if you watch SZA's acceptance speech to the Grammys she won last night, she clearly cared. She clearly cared. It meant a lot to her. And I think as long as the artists that I care about getting a Grammy, then I care whether they win or not.